Hi, Cancer. This is your reading for the time period of September 1st to October 31st, 2021. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're visiting, welcome to Amani's Lightwork. Okay, so before I begin with your reading, I just want to let you know that everything that is covered here is based in channeling and interpretation. That implies that I am using my ability in the aid of spirit to get the readings done as well. Okay, so if you have any personal private inquiries about any section of my channel or would like a private reading, you can always send me an email to ivakasha108@gmail.com, or you can send me a direct message to my Instagram at AmaniIfe777. Alright, so sun signs energy only, bi-monthly, September to the end of October, and also I will be doing the same exact thing for November and December to close the year out. Okay. Alright, Cancer, so you have the Seven of Swords energy underneath. You could be dealing with, the Spirit is telling me something about an Aquarius, but you could be dealing with Gemini, Libras, etc. Just depends on what's going on. I also get a vacation. So you could be planning a vacation with the air sign, like you may be going away now, you may be planning it for next year, just depends on what is going on. But I also get this idea, they don't want to. So that's either your voice to the air sign, you're trying to tell them I don't want to, but the Spirit said they don't want to. So something that you're doing with them, or potentially something that you want to do with them, they're not 100% sure about you, or they're not 100% sure about a ticket, like a plane ticket, train ticket, bus ticket. You are not sure about that. Someone is just overall really like unsure about what is to occur or what is to take place with you traveling with them. I'm getting this idea of someone being leery of you, or you being leery of someone for whatever reason. Somebody's leery of the other. The air sign could be a female and you're a male and they're unsure about you, or you're a female, they're a male, or you're both dudes, you're both females, and somebody's just leery of the other. I heard a story about, so the only reason why you're leery of them or they're leery of you is because you heard something about them or they heard something about you, and for some reason it's invoking a feeling of leeriness. I don't know. It is or it is not. It just depends on what's going on. The Two of Peace energy is here. So Two of Swords would still bringing in air sign. Basically what I just explained just now, being unsure, not 100% if you want to do something with them. I also get live with, like you may want to live with the air sign, or they want to live with you. And I also get a tax tie. So if they do live with you, you may want to talk to them or discuss with them something about tying your taxes in with theirs, or that may be, you may be thinking that the air sign energy may want to do that, or they think you want to do that eventually. It just depends on what's going on. If you have somebody living with you, especially. See, now they could be married to you, or you're dating them, they're just your friend that you want to share a space with, and you're pulling them aside, they're pulling you aside. I think if we're going to make this for real, if we're going to work this out together, I think that we need to discuss some type of tax tie. I think we need to discuss taxes, tax distribution. I mean, if it's not only someone living with you, then it's a business that you're looking to run with the air sign, vice versa, and they want to discuss taxes with you, they want to discuss donations with you, funding with you. It just depends on the energy that's coming through. Okay, that's what I said. So from the beginning, the leeriness, if it exists or does not exist, is stemming from how you handle the business, how you handle business now, or how you handle business in the past. Like, whoever's creating those stories about you or their sign, it has something to do with how something was handled in the present and how something was handled in the past, business related and love related. It just depends on what's going on, or how somebody handled taxes in the past. Or what's interesting about the taxes is that somebody is not filing everything that they have. So for example, say you have more than one job, you're not on purpose. If you have more than one job, you may not be filing all the taxes for all the jobs that you have. You may have maybe one or two jobs that you consider to be your main jobs, and you file taxes for just those two. And then maybe you have two or another one. That's a lot of work. If you have another, you may run a business. Someone may run a business. You can have one on the side, and that you forgot to file taxes for, or you just decided on yourself that you're not filing taxes for. And you may be thinking that the air sign wants to get to whatever business or job that you're not filing taxes for, you didn't file taxes for. You may be thinking that the air sign element is going to try to figure out a way to get to those taxes, because the air sign element could have done that to someone else external. I'm getting this idea of a fire sign. So as I'm talking about it, the air sign did something like that to a Sag or Aries or a Leo element external. They could have allowed them to do that. Or I also get it through a proposition. They allowed them to do that through a proposition. I'll let you file taxes with this business that I don't care to file taxes for, in addition to the other two jobs that you work that you consider to be your main jobs. That was a discussion that you have between you and the fire sign energies, or that's a discussion that the fire sign energies have with the air sign element that you're now considering doing something with. So it just depends on what is going on. But the spirit was saying they, meaning fire signs, allow the air sign element to do that. Or, at least it may just even be just putting someone on a tax document for a business that they don't necessarily. I'll give you an example. Say, if you have like a main business, say you have like a main job but you run a business on the side, the taxes being filed for the business on the side, that's where the air sign is being added to. That's where you're being added to. So if it's you and you have like a main job, you may not have them file taxes with that main job. You have something on the side that you're adding the air sign element to. Vice versa, it just depends on what's going on. You do that directly with the fire sign energy, or the air sign element does that with the fire signs. The Wheel of Fortune energy is in a waiting position, but I get this idea of, should I leave? Should I leave the air sign? Should I leave the Aquarian? Should I leave the Gemini, the Libra? Should I leave them alone? I get their paperwork. Should I leave their paperwork alone? Like, something may be really vital about their paperwork. That could be their thought about you. They may be thinking to themselves, should I leave your paperwork alone? They're like, should I leave his or her, meaning you, your paperwork alone? Or the fire sign energy has that thought, But I get business. So the fire sign energy has that thought about you dealing with them in terms of business. Like, you're like, should I leave the fire sign Aries? Aries. I didn't mean to say Aries, but yes, Aries. Should I leave the Aries alone? Should I leave the Sag alone? Should I leave the Leo alone? But the external air sign energy, they still work with those fire signs. They still deal with them. They have a tax because they deal with them because they're receiving a tax benefit from them. You deal with the air sign because there's a potential tax benefit that you could possibly gain through doing something with the air sign, right? Intertwining your taxes with theirs, the business or workplace. They do that with the fire sign. You could have been doing that with the fire sign. You still do, or you still do when you're contemplating backing out of it and leaving them alone, leaving that alone. But don't want you to leave. So the Wheel of Fortune, the fire sign energies may not want you to leave. The air sign may not want you to leave. That's why I was getting that idea from underneath with contemplating, something is leery about a business deal or a contract. Something is leery about an air sign, or they're leery of you. Or you're leery of fire sign. The fire sign may be leery of the air sign. Or vice versa. Somebody's leery of the other, but somebody's still sticking with I get a group of people. You're still sticking with, if there's a group of people that you're operating with them like this in this way, then you're still sticking with them. The air sign still sticks with them because there's a tax benefit involved there. I also get a love interest. There's a tax benefit involved. There's a love interest involved. You could be somebody's love interest. Air sign could be somebody's. It's starting to be. The air sign may, they're like a love interest to you, but someone's also financial about the reason into why you're dealing with them in that way, vice versa, or that's them in the fire sign. Somebody's a love interest to the other. So that's why the Two of Swords is there. Like, I don't know if I can leave this person. They're my love interest. I don't know if they may be contemplating leaving me. I'm their damn love interest. If fire sign is your love interest, if they're not family. Fire sign is a love interest, one of them. One fire sign energy is a love interest of one air sign element that you are handling some type of documentation with, okay? The present has the Empress sign of Aries, Libra, female. If it's not those signs, you could be embodying Empress energy, or you're dealing with a mother. You're dealing with, I get a tax dependent. They are like a tax dependent, or you are their tax dependent. Or the air sign element external is the is the Empress energy tax dependent. But I get not supposed to be. So when I said that Wheel of Fortune, you're not supposed to be. The air sign element external is the Empress energy tax dependent. They're not supposed to be. They're tax dependent. Or the Empress is yours. You're theirs. Air sign is theirs. Empress is the air signs. Someone is not supposed to be a dependent around there somewhere. That's why the Wheel of Fortune is there too as well. But she needs to get out. So I'm looking at the Empress. She may need to get out. Get out of a deal. Get out of a business. Or is you're saying that about yourself. Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords. You're like, I need to get out. You may not be able to get out of the situation, contract-wise, business-wise, relationship-wise. I mean, if it's a relationship you're contemplating leaving, you get tax intertwined. Your taxes are intertwined with somebody else's. Your taxes may be intertwined with somebody else's business if it's not their main job. And something about that crucial. Something about that may be crucial. So you either know that is tied, or you don't know that's tied. Air sign know that that's tied. They don't know that it's tied. Or a percentage of what they have is tied into that of the Empress energy that is here. Or a percentage of something that you make is tied into something that the Empress energy have. Or something that the Empress energy have is you may have them as dependent. It's something that they have. They may have SS benefits and things of that nature is tied into yours. But I get this idea of doing something on purpose. Like you could have tied the Empress energy information to yours or somebody else's, or you did that with the air sign. The air sign element did that on you with them. The air sign did that to them. I get either involuntarily or voluntarily somebody did that to the other. Right? Something is involuntary or involuntary. That the air sign, what the air sign did in regards to the Empress, what you did in regards to the Empress, what the Empress did in regards to you or the air sign. Right? But I'm getting this feeling she needs it. You need something. They need it. The Empress, a mother needs it. A cousin needs it. A coworker needs it. That they're older female. A Libra needs it. An Aries needs it from the air sign or from you. Like somebody may not be working. Somebody may not be working. Either it's you, Empress, air sign. Somebody may not be working more than one job, or they don't work anywhere. But they want, somebody is comfortable with being a tax dependent to somebody's information. So either that's you are comfortable with that. The Empress is comfortable with that. The air sign is damn well comfortable with that. Somebody is comfortable with just being a dependent while somebody works. It just depends on what's going on. The future is the Ten of Wealth. Alright, Ten of Wealth energy is there. That's money, family money, possibly as well too. Six of Pleasure, Six of Cups. Alright, so Six of Cups will be your instincts. Right? You're thinking you are a water sign. That could be other water signs returning. I had to explain. They're returning to explain something to you that is, like I said, crucial. Something is crucial that is happening here. But again, what if something happens too? So I'm looking at the Empress and the water sign energy you're thinking about they're external, and you're trying to this is either a thought you have within yourself. You're like, what if something happens to her? Or somebody has that thought about you being that she. What if something happens to you? Libra. What if something happens to a Libra, Aries? What if something happens to me? The air sign element thought. That's the air sign element thought. I get about you. That's the air sign element thought about you. If you're shown up here like the Empress, whether you're a man or a woman, or the air sign is coming to you, you and the air sign element, you're partnered to some extent for whatever reason you're partnered, but your partnership involves the Empress. Your partnership involves the Empress, and you're discussing with the air sign, what if something happens to her SSI benefits? What if something happens to her job? What if she ends up working? What if something happens to her? Mortality-wise, what if something happens to someone like that? Wheel of Fortune. So I get out now. So when I said the Wheel of Fortune, the Spirit said get out now. Something that you're doing here, I get detrimental. Something that you are involved in is detrimental. And it's some aspect about it, something about it. Or that's the voice to you, to the air sign, get out now. You could be telling the Empress, get out now. Because you could be having a conversation directly with the Empress about the air sign. The air sign element may need to get out now. Either stay in or get out. That would be somebody's conscious decision to do something specific. Yours, the air sign of the Empress. But the water sign energy that they're coming back, someone that you may not even hear that often, like a family member, or a cousin, a friend, a sibling, whatever, water sign energy, a parent, somebody, they're coming in, and that could be their voice. They're telling you to get out. Stay in or get out. But I get what's in it for me. So you're asking yourself that question. Water sign is asking you that question. What is it? What is it? What is it in it for you? Or you're asking somebody else that question. You're doing something with the air sign. You're asking the air sign element directly, what is in it for you in terms of you dealing with me like this? What is it in for the Empress? If us being tied into her things, she being tied to our things, what is in it for us? You, them, her, him. That's the water sign energy voice to you. That's your voice to the air sign external. That's the air sign element external voice to you directly about the Empress. Or that's the Empress, that's you talking with the Empress about the air sign or the external water sign. But something doesn't make any sense. So as I'm talking about it, there's an element here of something not making any sense as well. Something doesn't make any sense to do. I get be involved in. Something doesn't make any sense to do. Something doesn't make any sense to be involved in. So that's something going on with your information. Or it's telling me something about tax dependency. Something doesn't make any sense about some type of tax dependency situation that you inserted yourself into, someone invited you to. Empress inserted themselves into, or they're just involved in, or it involves their information. Something doesn't make any sense along those lines. Something about it. The accomplishment has the Queen of Disc. So the Queen of Disc in the accomplishment will be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo woman that is right here. I guess should I talk to? So as I'm talking about it, as I'm explaining, you're like, should I talk to her? Should I talk to a Taurus, a Virgo female, a Capricorn female? Should I discuss Aries? Should I discuss an Aries with them? Aries could be embodying Queen of Disc. I feel like it knows what's happening. Queen of Disc knows what's happening with your involvement with an air sign. I would say their cousin. They know you could be their cousin, or you are involved with their cousin. Their cousin could be the air sign. Their cousin is the Empress. Or it's cousins. This is happening in a family. If it's not a workplace, it's cousins. And this is the way cousins and siblings and friends, how they're interacting with each other's information and things of that, and benefits and things of that nature. Right? Queen of Disc. You could be embodying Queen of Disc next to the Two of Swords, because somebody may see you as a walk-in bank. Two of Swords air sign may see you as a walk-in bank. Empress may see you as a walk-in bank. You see the Empress or the Queen of Disc as a walk-in bank. But I also get knowledge. So when I said that, it also has to do with knowledge. Someone has a lot of knowledge attached to them. Someone is filled with knowledge and you want to discuss something important with them. But I also get getting back together with. So you may want to get back together if you're not with the Queen of Dis energy anymore. You're embodying Six of Cups to them. You may want to get back. You may want to get back with them. But I also get an Aries need. So getting back with them has to do with an Aries or Libra's need. Some air sign. It has to do with their need that they have with you with the Queen of Disc. You know, getting back with the Queen of Disc, a distraction. Getting back with the Queen of Disc energy is a distraction. So when they deem you to deal with this person to be a distraction, are you distracting this person? Are they distracting you? Or someone is asking you to communicate with her to distract her from something. That could be where something doesn't make any sense to do. You know what I mean? Like, so that could be where something doesn't make any sense to do. Or you're just contemplating, you know, revisiting a situation. You're contemplating revisiting a situation pertaining to the Queen of Disc. Or an Empress energy asks you to do so. In order for you to even, that's why I said Wheel of Fortune. In order for you to even stay in a business deal with people here, you need to keep occupied. You need to keep the Queen of Disc energy occupied, or they keep you occupied. Somebody wants another person occupied. So taxes. Somebody wants someone occupied because of taxes. Like keeping somebody occupied in a job, keeping somebody occupied with something other than something that they're doing that is maybe aggravating to the Empress. I don't know, something like that. The Prince of Disc energy is in the spiritual self. So the Prince of Disc next to the Wheel of Fortune will be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo male that's younger than you. Younger than you, however old you are, they're younger than you. So you could be 40, they're 30 to something, 20 something. Or if you're 20 something, they're a teenager. Just depends on what's going on with the day trader. You know? But I get work with Aries. They work with an Aries element before. Like they used to work with them with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is their involvement, Sag. The Wheel of Fortune is also to their involvement with a Sag element that's not shown up here. It's the Prince of Disc. The Wheel of Fortune is to the Prince of Disc involvement with an Aries or a Libra. It's their involvement. It's a Wheel of Fortune to the involvement that they have with an Empress energy. You know? But why did they leave? So Two of Swords with Wheel of Fortune and Prince of Disc, they may have left a situation. You want to know why they left. Why did they really leave, or why did they leave? You know? But I also get this idea of getting another job. So they managed to get another job. You managed to get another job, or you moved somewhere. You know, you move somewhere, you got another job. You could be expressing that to the Queen of Disc, or they're expressing that to you if you reconnect with them, if you ask them something. I get approach. If you approach them, they approach you. That could be what you're sharing about a Prince of Disc to them, or they already know that about a Prince of Disc, or you are finding out about a Prince of Disc. I had a new business partner. They are a new business partner, or they found a new business partner. Wheel of Fortune right next to them. Friend, whatever it is, a new friend, a new lover, a new business partner. You could be telling the Queen of Disc that. Or the Aries found them for you. An Aries element, the Empress energy found a Prince of Disc energy for you. So there's that idea of somebody thinking the Queen of Disc energy is that maybe they may have been keeping you occupied with something, or whatever it is, or you were giving your attention to the Queen of Disc, but you want to reconnect with, but you may not want to tell the Empress that you want to connect with them. But the Empress found a Prince of Disc energy to do something with you directly, so you won't pay attention to the Queen of Disc. So this depends on what's going on. The Sun energy is here, the sign of Leo. Right? The Sun and Leo energy, Leo will be, this is also success as the Sun with the Six of Cups, right? Six of Cups is your energy going back to someone, or revisiting an idea, going to see a family member, spending time with one, or a friend, a cousin, a sibling, someone you used to like. But air sign doesn't want. So when I hit someone you used to like, the air sign doesn't want you to reconnect with someone you used to like. You may not want to spend time with. You may not want the air sign element to spend time with someone that you used to like. So it's either the air sign you used to like or a queen of disc you used to like. And it's like they're successful returning from, if they're successful, you returning from a person that you consider them to be in the past, they're excited. So when I said they're going to be excited, or you're going to be excited, they're doing that, you're doing that. Or the Prince of Disc, I feel like is someone new, that you're newly interacting with a Prince of Disc. You're newly interacting with them. But whoever you consider to be like a family you haven't seen in a while, they're going to be excited, you're going to be excited. Or it's like, it's a friend, it's a lover, someone you liked before. I keep getting the air sign doesn't want. The air sign doesn't want you to interact with a queen of disc. The Empress doesn't want you to interact with a queen of disc. For whatever reason. The Sun. Like, it's okay, it's okay for you to do so. It's okay for someone to do so. Right? If somebody does that to you, if someone does that to you, they don't know, they are unaware of how you're involved with something. They're unaware of how you're involved with something. At least you think that they're unaware of how you're involved. I keep getting their cousin, if they're not family. You are involved with a Queen of Disc energy cousin if they are not family. Or it's two family members that are secretly involved and another cousin extracted. There's another cousin that is extracted from some type of family secrecy. That's another thing. What's changing is the Six of Wands. Victory. Victory is changing. Someone may not be, she isn't. I'm looking at the Empress. Victory with the Empress, they're not experiencing that. They're not experiencing victory. It just depends on the reason into why you need to feel victorious. The reason why they need to feel victorious is changing. Right? It's the reason why someone may feel victorious for now. You may feel victorious for now. The Empress may feel victorious for now. Someone else around you may feel it's fire sign, so it resides with them. Or it's Leo, something's going on with Leos. Like, there's energies here that may feel victorious for now, the Spirit emphasized. And something may change, something is changing about that victorious feeling. Something is changing about it. It doesn't have to be extreme or bad. It's just like it could be like from 0 to 100, however you want to look at some type of goal somebody's trying to reach victory wise. It could be as simple as someone preventing you from dealing with a Queen of Disc or a Prince of Disc or an air sign. Someone preventing you, or you thinking someone trying to prevent you from interacting with either one of those elements. Someone being victorious in preventing you from doing so may not work. You may interact with people they don't want to see you with. Somebody doesn't want to see you with a Queen of Disc. Someone doesn't want to see you with a Prince of Disc. Someone doesn't want to see you with an air sign. Or the air sign doesn't want to see you with a Queen of Disc or a Prince of Disc. You may do something anyway. You may talk to someone anyway. For whatever reason, someone doesn't want you to do that. So somebody may someone around you may experience a temporary victory with keeping you away from someone specific. Or you may have experienced a temporary victory with keeping two or however many people away from each other. For whatever reason, okay? The resolution has the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Gain. Someone may not want the Queen of Disc. I have Leo. Someone also may not want one Queen of Disc energy to interact with a Leo. For some reason, but for whatever reason, they don't want Queen of Disc. I get envy. Someone is envious of the Queen of Disc. You could be embodying Queen of Disc. Someone may be envious of you. Could be the Empress. Someone is envious of you somewhere. and they're envious of them, and they don't want you to interact with them. They don't want you to interact. They don't want them to be involved. Someone doesn't want a Queen of Disc energy involved in something. The Empress doesn't want Queen of Disc involved in something, or the Queen of Disc energy may not want the Empress involved in something. It just depends on what's going on. The Nine of Pentacles is in the resolution going towards the Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot of money there. Family money. I say a birthday, family money, and then somebody's birthday. So we're doing this September and October. So we have Virgo's birthday. So we may be going on here with Virgos and things of that nature. Virgo female, Virgo whatever. Somebody's a Virgo here. Prince of Discs could be a Virgo male. Virgo female, Taurus female, Taurus male, Capricorn female, Capricorn male. Someone wants them involved. So as I ran through all the earth signs, you want them involved, or some of them involved. But somebody else doesn't, for whatever the hell the reason is. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles would mean that I was getting the idea of a birthday for Virgo, and then Libra. Then Libra's at the end of September, and then from the end of September to October is Libra, and then you have Sag after that, and then you have Sag. So you have Sag birthday, you have Virgo's birthday, you have Scorpio. You have Scorpio's birthday, September, October. Wait, no, not Scorpio. That's November. Never mind. That's right at the tip of the end of October. Yeah, you have some Scorpio birthday there as well too. Okay, so somebody's birthday that you are doing something for. All right, could be Virgos. Could be a Virgo female that's there. Someone's going on with their birthday, or just dealing with somebody. Period. Or sign female, Taurus female, Capricorn female, someone not wanting you to deal with them, and you're involved with somebody's taxes, someone's going on with somebody not filing taxes on a particular business that they run, and somebody gave that to you, or somebody helped you figure out a way to get access to that. Something like that. It's really interesting. Or someone's going on with being involved, period, with someone specific, air sign, and air sign not wanting you not wanting the air sign to talk to Queen of Discs, or the air sign doesn't want you to deal with the Queen of Discs, or the Empress doesn't. Like I said, the Empress could be Libra. Empress could be a Libra or an Aries, not wanting you to deal with someone because of documentation and taxes. That's one reason. And envy, documentation, taxes, envy. Especially if it's somebody else's stuff, that's why they're envious. They're losing somebody's things, but they're envious of the person. All right, let me do the outcome here. Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords could be Libra, like I said, Libra, Gemini, Aquarian energies that are females as well. So you can have male there, you can air sign female there. Someone doesn't want someone involved with a Leo. They may like a Leo. They may like you. Knight of Cups, you could be going towards them. Tell them off. Knight of Cups, you could be going towards a Queen of Swords to tell her off. Is she trying to tell you off? Or she's trying to tell you something? But again, don't go to. I'm looking at the Queen of Discs. They're telling you, don't go to her. Don't go to her. For whatever reason, don't go to the Empress. The Empress could be embodying Queen of Swords. She's crafty. Libra female, Aries female, or Aquarian female, or Gemini female. They're telling you, don't go or deal with someone. But they're envious of the person. That's why they're telling you not to go towards somebody. Somebody, like I said, you may be temporarily victorious. They're temporarily victorious in a situation. So this depends on the energy that's coming through. All right, Cancer, let me know how it resonates with you. Be well. Take care. Bye.